dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Welcome everybody to the Kool-Aid Monster Cup Series playoff race at Dover. My name's Joseph Lester. My co-commentator is Damon Lester. We're here for a good show, and by these lap times, it looks like these guys are pretty fast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It looks like 6/10 from the pole to 20th place. So it doesn't sound like sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. There's going to be a lot of fall off, and the race in Dover this week was exciting. I'm sure this is going to be exciting when I look for a lot of green flag racing tonight.
It sure will. Let's go ahead and go through our starting lineup here as David Orfano is on pole, Kyle Harbin second, third Greg Wood Jr., fourth Bryce Kobler, fifth Jonathan Cogswell, sixth John Garrett, seventh Andrew Hurley, eighth Chris Pendle, ninth David Mospal, 10th Angel Santiago, 11th Nolan Pontbriand, 12th James McCanney, 13th you will have Zachary Cleek, 14th Sid Butler, 15th Todd Cleek, 16th Bill Sleep, 17th Josh Pontbriand, 18th will be Ron Morris Jr., 19th George Jewell, 20th Zach Woods, 21st John McIntyre, 22nd James Santoyo, and 23rd David Mayo. So we got a great little field here tonight. All the lap times seem to be pretty fast in practice and qualifying, and we got 200 laps here at Dover. It's going to be a longer race, but if you can keep it green, it'll go by quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys can do tonight. And we got a newcomer, Joseph, who's just raced with these guys a couple of weeks now. Bryce Kobler in that 24 car. Looking forward to seeing what Bryce does tonight. He tried to just keep his nose clean last week, and this week he's qualified fourth. So looking forward to see what Bryce does. And overall, we got playoff drivers throughout the field. It looks like, so it's going to be a great race. The pace car is off.
The pace car is off, and these cars are rolling down the front stretch, waiting for that green flag. David Orfano, it's green flag, and lights are out. David Orfano is off, and the field follows behind. David Orfano and Kyle Harbin. Kyle Harbin is going to use that outside line and try to get clear of David Orfano out of 1 and 2, but that position goes to Kyle Harbin.
It looked like David Orfano spun the tires a little bit there, Joseph. So it looks like he's gotten settled in, and he's back on track.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, he's gotten it back going, but looks like we got a good battle here between Chris Pendle and Bryce Kobler. And I mean, Bryce Kobler just got a massive run, and he's gonna start looking at Jonathan Cogswell, but there goes Chris Pendle.
Yeah, he's got to watch Chris Pendle. Chris will get on the inside of you and try to move on around. Chris will want to get to the front quick and fast because he is a playoff driver. So it looks like Bryce is just going to settle in behind him, and it's a long race.
Man, he tried sending it back underneath Chris Pendle, but just snapped loose, and that'll give the spot to Pendle.
Yeah, it looked like it may have caused a little bit of a chain reaction. I saw David Motorspall got into the wall as well, so unfortunate here early in the race for Motorspall.
Greg Wood just got by David Orfano, and Jonathan Cogswell followed behind. These guys got to be careful of tire wear because these tires will get eaten up.
Yeah, absolutely, Joseph. These guys are really going to have to watch. I mean, these laps are going to click off quick. I mean, we're running, almost, about 4 seconds off of Bristol pace here. So, and Bristol is a half mile. So, these guys are really picking them up and putting them down. David Orfano is falling back through the field a little bit, our pole sitter. So, curious to see what's going on with that ride tonight. I know that he's typically one of our drivers that comes through on a long run. So, we'll have to see if he's just trying to save his stuff or what's going on.
Well, something I noticed with the setup throughout all last week when I was practicing with it, it was really tight, and you had to really, really save tires for it to come in and be fast long run. But I mean, I don't know. He just got loose, so maybe they aren't really feeling the same thing I was, but I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting watching David Orfano try to pick back through him.
Absolutely. Here comes Bryce Kobler looking on the inside of Greg Wood. And Bryce is sort of diamond in the corner. He's entering low, sort of going up a little bit in the center, and then he's cutting it down and coming off low off the corner. So that'll really help give him some momentum going down that straightaway.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, it's gone green for a little bit here, so I'd just like to say, we have the stages at lap 60 and 120, and then they'll go 80 laps to the end.
To finish the race up. So they'll probably have to. Not sure if they'll have to make a pit stop or not.
No, they should be able to make it on fuel throughout the first stage, but The second stage, or not the second stage, the final stage, they will have to pit.
Here comes Bryce Cobra. He's caught back up to Chris Pendle, and looks like Bryce has got a pretty nice little hot rod tonight.
It sure does look like that, and I mean, he's really making that outer lane work to pull off the passes. We'll see if that eats up his tires, or if he can maintain this speed while using those tires.
Here he comes, looking on the inside of Chris Pendle. He gets a run on him going down the backstretch.
And he is clear of Chris Pendle. Man, he has a rocket ship under that machine, and he is fine.
Here comes Andrew Hurley as well, coming to the front.
I take back what I said about them not having to pit in this stage. They will have to make a pit stop. I didn't realize they had a lower fuel load than the official races did. So, that's something to watch for.
Well, these guys are clicking the laps off, man. We're lap 15, and had a few little incidents here and there, but otherwise everybody's keeping them straight.
Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty tight battle between Nolan Pontbriand and Sid Butler for the 9th position. Sid Butler just taking his time, trying to figure out a way around, as Nolan Pontbriand doing a good job holding them off.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're starting to get spread out, so everybody's got plenty of room. And just to mention, David Orfano, our pole sitter, has dropped all the way back to 20th. He's 10 seconds off the pace. Looks like he's had a little bit of damage on the right side of that car, Joseph.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's sort of feeling the same thing I did last week. Just the car not handling to his liking, and it's really making him pay. But he'll get it figured out. There's still a long way to go. But, I mean, Sid Butler and Nolan Pontbriand, they're having a really good battle right now. Jonathan Cogswell has overtaken Kyle Harbin. And Bryce Coburn making a move on second of Kyle Harbin. So Kyle Harbin falling back, and Bryce Coburn and Jonathan Cogswell moving to the front.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all about saving those tires tonight, Joseph. And, you know, depending on how, you know, these guys like their cars, you know, just, you know, it's pretty amazing to see these guys moving through the field like they are.
It is, and somebody we haven't really talked about much this race is Andrew Hurley, as he's moving through the field. He's gained 3 spots since the start of the race. Our biggest mover would be James Santoyo in 11th. He's gained 11 positions. And our biggest loser so far is David Orfano, dropping 18 positions from that pole to 19th.
It looks like, just watching some of these cars coming off the corners, they're really getting loose coming off the corners.
Yeah, that's not something I felt in the car when I was doing some testing, just to kind of get a feel. But, I mean, you never know. Just track temp can affect it so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And just talking about the track temp, you know, the track temp right now is 121 degrees, so it's up there. And there's a lot of sun on that track, and, you know, the track will get some rubber in it. And you can see it's already getting a little bit of rubber in it this early in the race, but, you know, it's good to see that, you know, we're getting a good long green flag run, Joseph.
It is, and as you see these cars fly by, just look at the speeds these guys are carrying out of the corner and through the corner. between Kyle Harbin. He is dropping like a rock. Greg Wood has moved by him. Somebody we don't talk about much, Angel Santiago, having a great run. He's up to 6th. He's looking for more. He wants 5th.
There he comes on the inside of Kyle Harbin as he's coming that turn 2 here underneath the Dryden Bridge. As Kyle Harbin gets up in that outside wall just a little bit.
Yeah, Kyle
Like
Harmon's
get it
right
back to him.
side is pancaked. That side of the car is just killed, and man, unfortunate there. He should get a fast repair and get it back rolling though.
Well, I mean, he's got that damage, but he's still looking pretty good. Here comes Angel Santiago looking on the inside. Here comes John Garrett to follow him through.
Yeah, John Garrett, our Talladega race dominator, got caught up in something in the last lap. But, I mean, he raced at Talladega and ARCA, so he had that experience. And I believe he's in the playoffs.
Yeah, he has a great season. I don't think he's visited victory lane yet, but he's had some really good strong finishes this season.
He has, and he's always up there at the end, and that's one of the big things we always see with him.
Yep, that's what matters.
Let's go ahead and go through the field with Jonathan Cogswell leading and Bryce Cobour second, third Andrew Hurley, fourth Greg Wood Jr., fifth Angel Santiago, sixth John Garrett, seventh Kyle Harbin, eighth Chris Pendle, ninth Sid Butler, 10th Nolan Pontbriand, 11th James Santoyo, 12th George Jewell, 13th John McIntyre, 14th Ron Morris Jr., 15th David Orfano. He's moved up a couple spots since we last talked about him. 16th James McCanney, 17th you'll have Zach Woods, 18th Josh Pontbriand, 19th Todd Cleek, 20th David Modespal, 21st Bill Sleep, and 22nd Zachary Cleek. And then you got David Mayo rounding out the field, 23rd.
So it looks like getting back to the action on the track, Greg Wood has, and then caution is out.
Not sure what the caution was for. Let's go back and look at it. I believe Chris Pendle was involved. So Chris Pendle sort of off the pace there, and maybe some netcode just spun him around there in the backstretch. Good to him. Nobody. Oh, I spoke too soon. No, I was about to say nobody else piling in, but man, he just kept getting hit.
Well, that's the thing about Dover, Joseph, is, the cars usually come back down the track, and then, it looks like Sid Butler just got into him there.
Yeah.
The first two guys missed him okay. Yeah, it looks like James McCanney got into him, and also John McIntyre, I believe, also got into him.
Man, just crazy turn of events there. Do you pit here? I don't know how many sets of tires these guys got, but if you...
Four sets of tires.
4 sets of tires. Do you pit here, or do you stay out?
I mean, if you pit, it ought to be maybe just for fuel, just to get to the end of the stage. I mean, it's not a lot of laps on the tires. I think if you pit, it's just to get fuel so you can make it the rest of the way.
Right.
I don't know what to see what everybody does. Looks like we've got some takers.
Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Cogswell will stay out along with Bryce Cobour. Andrew Hurley was. Looks like we got everybody staying out, really. Yeah, everybody stayed out. David Orfano pitted. Todd Cleek, Chris Pendle, Zachary Cleek. I think that's just to get some damage fixed, though.
Yeah, I think with David Orfano, the situation he's in, he didn't have any other choice but to pit. So.
But let's go ahead and go to commercial here, and we'll be right back with the action.
Drivers that took time, all of them within 3.5 tenths of each other tonight is going to be a very closely competitive race.
As the field works its way out of the 3-4 complex, the only thing it's left to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, because race fans, it's showtime!
Amazing looking cars already. Green flag will fly.
Well, oh, they're wrecking! Well, one thing that you're going to see at this track that we haven't seen the last few weeks is a surface that's multi-group. I think this is the first multi-group surface we're going to have.
After an amazing race at Daytona, we now come to the left coast and Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the second round of the Way She Goes Racing League Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kool-Aid Monster Cup Series playoff race at Dover. And we are lights out and back underway at Dover Motor Speedway.
Good jump by Jonathan Cogswell as they head into turn 1. Hey, John Garrett diving underneath Greg Wood, going into turn 1 and 2.
John Garrett is a man on a mission right now. And Angel Santiago gonna send it underneath him. And that's gonna open up the door to get under him. And I wonder if Nolan Pombrion will try to follow suit. But Andrew Hurley has taken over the lead while we were looking at that, as Jonathan Cogswell is sort of falling back.
Yeah, and Bryce Cogswell follows Andrew Hurley through. And here comes Greg Wood on the inside of Jonathan Cogswell. So Jonathan Cogswell having a little bit of a rough restart there.
John Garrett underneath Jonathan Cogswell now. Something's not right with his car, but we got a caution. I believe it was with James McCanney. Oh, he just got loose. I believe that was Josh Pombrion that got loose and just spun around and hit him. Well,
Yeah, I think Chris Pendle was on the outside there of Josh Pombrion. That he sort of had to pull it down. It got him loose, and then he didn't really have anywhere to go or anything he could do.
yeah, nothing really he could do there to avoid that. Just, these cars like snapping loose, and you saw it there. I mean, it just snapped loose on Josh Pombrion, and he went around.
It's just the nature of the beast, man. You know, or should I say the nature of the monster.
Miles was a little hungry.
he was hungry this past weekend, first part of the race, and then I guess he got filled up. But yeah, I think Miles he's decided he wants to take a little snack here before we end this first stage.
Yeah, I mean, last week in the NASCAR Cup race, I mean, Miles got a little bit thirsty as well.
He did. And thankfully we don't have to deal with that tonight, but
what a great performance by Andrew Hurley. He's battled through tough races throughout the whole season. He's here. He's ready to prove that that's why he's here, is to show that he can win each and every week. He's just had the bad luck.
yeah, he really has. I mean, he's had some excellent runs this season, but he just had a great run last week, and just there was Talladega, but other places as well. He's had a really fast car, and just we get caught up in stuff not of his doing. So running good here tonight. It's good to see him up front. So before we go back to green, we got Andrew Hurley running first, Bryce Coburn second, Greg Wood running third, Jonathan Cogswell's falling back to fourth after that restart. John Garrett is fifth, Angel Santiago running sixth. Nolan Pomprion's got that National Guard number 97 up to seventh. Sid Butler in the Dr. Pepper 37, he's up to eighth. James Santoyo started way back. He's got that number 9 up to ninth place. And then Ron Morris Jr., he's got that number 76 up to 10th. So these guys have really shown their stuff. So really looking forward to seeing who comes out on top tonight here at the Monster.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, we've seen some great racing, and it's just going to get better throughout the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, these guys have had a great season so far, and there we are starting the playoffs. And it's just going to keep getting better as the season comes to a close. These guys are going for that points championship, and we'll see who pulls it off.
Yeah, I really think your favorites for the championship will be Greg Wood, David Orfano, and Chris Pendle. They've just been the most consistent drivers all season, and I mean, maybe that won't happen. Maybe we'll get another incident like 2018 in NASCAR Cup Series, where Joey Logano upset the big three, which was Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Kevin Harvick, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And, just looking at some of the tracks we have coming up, we're at Dover tonight. Next week we'll be in Michigan. And then we go to Darlington. So it's gonna be exciting. None of that win you're in. You got to make sure you get plenty of points. So as the pace cars rolling through 3 and 4, guys are forming up. Barney Fife Jr.'s he ready to go, bud?
Yeah, I mean, he's ready to go, and you see him holding that flag. When will these leaders go and make sure that green flag is waved? Let's see here as not Greg Wood, Andrew Hurley will lead him to the green, and green flag is out, and a little bit of a delayed flag wave by Barney Fife Jr.
There they go as the field comes in down the long backstretch here at Dover Motor Speedway.
And Andrew Hurley has a major gap over Bryce Coburn, but Bryce Coburn, he's looking to close right back in, as he's saying that gap wasn't too big for him.
No, he's getting that great run through that corner. He's running really consistent laps. He's not changing his line. He's staying for what works for him. So It's good to see him running up here tonight. You know, he's a newcomer to this league, but he's shown these guys he's got what it takes. So as Greg Woods takes a look, and Bryce has got that momentum as he runs that high line off of 1 and 2 and down this backstretch.
Yeah, I mean, Greg Wood definitely trying to make a move on Bryce Kobler, but Bryce just gets that run off the corner, and Greg Wood can't touch him.
Here comes Zachary Woods looking on the inside of James Santoya a little further back in the pack.
Trying to get to it.
Oh, and we've got, I think we got some action back here with it.
James Santoya trying to get by Zach Woods. Just Zach Woods has a little more speed right now.
Kyle Hartman just pancaked.
Oh, Bryce Kobler! He has gone into the inside wall, and that could be night over for Bryce. Man, he just pancaked the wall with the left side of his car. He'll get it back going, and maybe he can get a fast repair. I'm not sure if he's already used it yet.
I don't think he has. He's been running up front. He's not been in the pitch yet. As well, right before that, Joseph, Kyle Hartman pancaked on the back straightaway wall as well. So it's
These
like
old
coming off
tires
turn.
are starting to bite him.
Yeah, they are. And coming off turn 2 is really, you know, these cars are getting loose. And what happened, apparently happened to Kyle Hartman was somebody got loose and got into the wall, and they forced down. And there goes John McIntyre about the same thing. So coming off turn 2 is becoming an issue for these guys.
Yeah, I really think it's just the heat cycles on these really old tires. I think these guys will get it back going, and I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
But don't look now. Angel Santiago's got that number 90 up to 3rd, and you know he's looking for more.
He has told us time and time again, every time we mention him, something happens to him.
So maybe we should not? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, but I mean, this is the most we've talked about him this early in the race, so should be interesting. But we got a battle for the lead between Greg Wood and Andrew Hurley. Greg Wood says, "Give me that spot." Andrew Hurley says, "I'm gonna fight you for it," but I mean, it's a good battle.
Yeah, looks like he's
Oh!
able to, and see that's what's been happening to these guys coming off too, is the outside car, but he sort of pinches that inside car and it forces them, and they get a little loose and hit that inside wall. So it's brought Angel Santiago right up to these guys.
Angel Santiago has a chance at his first stage win of the season. Can he do it? While Andrew Hurley and Greg Wood continue to battle for the lead. Greg Wood has a solid run, and he was closing in on Andrew Hurley before he got a little loose and almost made contact. I wonder if he'll be able to get back to him, but they're starting to pull away from Angel.
Well, I think what'll happen is they'll start to fight again, and it's bringing Angel right back to him.
Yeah, it's just so hard to pass at this track without a mistake being made. And Andrew Hurley is really not making any mistakes, and that's showing as he's continuing to lead. Oh!
Oh, and Andrew Hurley gets in the wall a little bit there. That's getting Angel Santiago up to 2nd place.
You've heard of the commentator's curse, but that might be the worst case of it I've seen this season. As I said, Andrew Hurley hasn't really made a mistake. And what's he do? The very next corner, he hits the wall.
Well, he was also under a lot of pressure, so I'm not sure if that was a mistake or maybe, you know, having Greg Wood up under his rear deck lid caused a little bit of that. So now Angel Santiago sets his eyes on that purple 78. Pulse Graphics Toyota Camry. And Angel's not losing. He's keeping pace with him. Not losing much ground on Greg Wood. John Garrett's caught Andrew Hurley for third.
John Garrett is the fastest car on track right now, and he's moving to the front as he's been running 24 flats. The leader just ran a 24.2. And Andrew Hurley's going to have to move out of the way because he is not going to be able to put up a fight with John Garrett.
Yeah, John's got a fast car, so he's certainly going to have to.
John Garrett tries to get the run off, but that dirty air just takes all of it off his nose. But with coming to 2 laps to go in the stage, he doesn't have long before he's going to have to move him. And I think finally Andrew Hurley gives up the spot. Now John Garrett will set his sights on Angel Santiago. I said he was going to give it up, but Andrew Hurley just tried diving right back under him and couldn't get it done. On board with John Garrett for the final lap of the stage. John Garrett really able to make that bottom line work better than anybody right now. And that's why he's able to run those fast lap times. Caution is out for the stage. And man, what an entertaining stage. 30 minutes in, what are your thoughts?
Still think it's anybody's race. I mean, with everything that's happening here, you still got some fast cars that have had to fall back a little bit. And you've got Bryce Coble, who fell back to 16th because he had a damaged car. Still on the lead lap. He should be able to come in, get some tires, get that thing fixed up, and head back to the front. So looking forward to seeing. We've got a lot in store, and really looking forward to seeing what happens here in this race.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well, and we'll see these pit crews showcase their talents down pit road as we're about to get a hornet's nest when these drivers turn on the pit road.
Yeah, we just need to make sure everybody gets their one lug nut tight.
We don't want any situations like Denny Hamlin where
Or AJ.
the tires are sliding off out of your pit box.
Yeah, hopefully these guys will keep it together. I'm sure they will. Thankfully, iRacing doesn't have any penalties, anything that happening like that yet. So I'm sure they'll eventually find a way to make us have to worry about that. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, we can't control that, and I mean they'd have to spin our virtual crew chief. So not sure how that'd work. But John Garrett is off in a way as he'll gain a spot down pit road, and Greg Wood will also gain a couple spots as Angel Santiago had a little trouble on pit road, and he lost a bunch of spots.
Well, let's see if we can't get our stage winner, Greg Wood, in here and see how that car's feeling tonight. Hang on just a second. Hey, Greg Wood, this is Damon and Joseph in the booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Sure do, guys.
You got an awfully fast hot rod out there tonight, man. And we can't tell if the cars are tight or loose. It looks like they're almost tight and then snapping loose off the corner. How's that old Camry running tonight, man?
Oh, Camry, she's a rocket tonight. I run a little bit different line than everybody, and my teammates are burning their right fronts off, and I still had 70% on my right front after that long run. But, I mean, entering the turn is a little tight. It's a little bit of a dirt track pedal fest off of 2, but, I mean, I'd rather have a loose car than a tight car. I can control it with the throttle, so, I mean, it's just right for me.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations on that stage win. Got anything special on the car? Anything you want to call out tonight?
I ain't got that special on the car. Just ready to
Oh,
get these playoffs to gone through and see if I can go back-to-back championships.
there we go, man. Well, hey, good luck the rest of the way, and see if we don't talk to you at the end of the night, man.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, man. Good luck. So that was our stage 1 winner, Greg Wood. So he's got some good tire wear, Joseph. That could come into play and help him out later in the race.
Yeah, I mean, sounded like he had really good tire wear. So, I mean, he could be the favorite if we get a long run.
Absolutely, but the field's sort of shaking up a little bit. We'll have to see how everything pans out here, but looks like the lights right on top of the pace car will be going green next time by.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be madness as it goes green. As we saw, John Garrett had a very fast car at the end of that stage. Can he continue that momentum into a good second stage with these much needed stage points for the playoffs? But as these guys go down the back straightaway, we should be entertained for another 50 laps or so once we get back green. I'm predicting a cautionless stage 2.
Well, we'll just see what happens here. Hopefully these guys will get a good green flag run. It's been some good racing so far. Here we go.
Here we go, and Greg Wood will lead him to the green with John Garrett on his outside and Nolan Pontbriand lined up behind. He'll get a great
jump by Greg Wood.
But so does John Garrett and Angel Santiago, as both of those guys will get clear. And Angel Santiago is going for more as he's P2.
Oh, he gets into the wall.
Oh, no. I don't think he hit the wall, but we saw Calamity behind. But they got it straightened back up. And Angel Santiago is still side by side for the lead.
Here they come,
for the lead,
one
for
and
second.
2. Oh, he comes down almost across the nose of John Garrett. He does get into the wall. Oh, we got some action on the backstretch, Joseph. I'm not sure if it's going to bring out a caution or not, but we did have somebody get into that inside wall.
And Angel Santiago having his best run of the season as he's running P2 and making his way through the field as John Garrett just blinked behind.
Yeah, absolutely. And that car that got into the inside wall on the backstretch that previous lap was James Santoyo. He was in the top 10. He's now all the way back to 19th spot.
And these guys are closing in on the leader, Greg Wood, as Greg Wood continues to lead, but Angel Santiago and John Garrett are all over his rear end. As I say that, Angel Santiago has a big moment entering 3 and 4, but John Garrett got underneath him, but got a little loose. Nolan Pontbriand is closing in on Angel Santiago now.
Here they come. Angel Santiago, I think if he just settles down a little bit, he's got a fast car tonight. And Nolan Pontbriand's right there, though. He's not letting Angel take a break.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Angel Santiago definitely getting pressured by Nolan Pontbriand. But, I mean, I don't see Angel making many mistakes other than that one, and it really didn't cost him all that much time. One thing I would like to point out, Bryce Coburn is in pit road. I'm telling you, every time I say somebody's not making mistakes, they end up making a mistake the next corner.
Well, but it didn't cost him much. So, yeah, it looks like Bryce may have disconnected, or I don't know if he had a connection problem or what happened, Joseph. But yeah, I saw he connected and then disconnected and reconnected and disconnected again, and I think he's got it stable. So I'm not sure if he's stuck in there getting damage fixed or what's going on.
Well, I know the driver info thing said he lived in Meadowview. We're about, I don't know, 15 minutes from there, where they really got hit hard by a storm. So that could be the issue.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get back going. He's an awful fast car, that's for sure.
Nolan Pontbriand just passed Greg Wood for the lead. Nolan Pontbriand to the front.
Yeah, but like Greg Wood said, he had quite a bit of tire left at the end of that long run. Is Nolan burning his stuff up too soon? I mean, something to think about.
I don't know. I mean, that was a power move by Nolan Pontbriand, and man, I just can't believe how he was able to pull that off. Oh, Greg Wood just snapped loose on exit and almost collected John Garrett in a multi-car wreck, but they straightened it up and made it work. Props to them.
So just taking a look back toward the back of the field, Joseph. Chris Pendle and Todd Cleek have been going at it for several laps, even before the stage ended. They've sort of settled it down now, but Chris Pendle's got some damage there early on in the race and got into the wall, but he's trying to fight his way back up through the field. But these guys aren't making it easy on him, that's for sure.
Let's look and see what happened here. I think it was involving Bryce Coburn, who was coming out of the pits. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like he just got loose and spun it up onto the track. You don't see that happen much, but good thing he got it straightened back up. Now that we're on lap 80, let's go ahead and go to our second commercial break of the night, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Drivers that took time, all of them within 3.5 tenths of each other tonight is going to be a very closely competitive race.
As the field works its way out of the 3-4 complex, the only thing that's left to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, because race fans, it's showtime!
Amazing looking cars already. Green flag will fly.
Well, oh, they're wrecking! Well, one thing that you're going to see at this track that we haven't seen the last few weeks is a surface that's multi-group. I think this is the first multi-group surface we're going to have.
After an amazing race at Daytona, we now come to the left coast and Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the second round of the Way She Goes Racing League Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kool-Aid Monster Cup Series here, presented by SRM, and looks like we're gonna have a pretty decent show to the end.
Yeah, it's looking like a great race so far. We have just for everybody who's out there watching tonight, we've got some great racing here on ESPN. Make sure you like and subscribe. Click the little bell, get notification when we go live. We have racing events just about all week long. We have some midday events for our night shift racing league. So all throughout the week, great racing here on ESPN SRM. Like I say, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that little bell. You'll get notifications when we go live. And lots of great racing. All sorts of series, from trucks to next-gen Cup cars, Xfinity, everything. We've got it all. So make sure you check us out. And we're getting ready to go green here. Looks like next lap these guys are going to start lining up. Nolan Pomp beyond our leader, John Garrett second, Greg Wood third, Sid Butler up to fourth, and Angel Santiago running fifth.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of new names up front, and I mean, I'm honestly here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see some different folks up front, and really excited to see what happens tonight. As they're coming down the long back straightaway, they'll come underneath the Ally Bridge into turns 3 and 4.
As we're about to go green, it is time for Nolan Pombrion to lead him to the green. Let's see if he can hold off the field of Hornets behind him. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Dover Motor Speedway.
Great jump by Nolan. He got it out there. He can settle into his line and take his time.
John Garrett spun his tires on the restart, and that
Angel
opened up the
Santiago.
door for Greg Wood to go right by, and that'll move him up into the second position. Now we got Angel Santiago looking to make a move on Sid Butler and John Garrett. He's looking for a 2-for-1, and he made it work as Angel Santiago to P3. Angel Santiago continues to move his way through the field as he got shuffled back from a little bit of a mistake that last run, and right now he's sitting P3 right back where he was.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these guys just need to settle in a little bit. Get a good long green flag run, get to the end of this stage, and then we can get into the 80-lap stage to finish it off tonight.
Oh yeah, certainly. Something I've noticed throughout this first little bit of the race is both David Orfano and Chris Pendle have struggled early. I wonder if we'll see them up front by the end of this thing, or if they just don't have the speed in the car tonight.
Well, I think some of them, David Orfano, he just likes to take his time. He doesn't want to rush it early on in the race. He knows when it counts, especially with this being a playoff race. Chris Pendle, unfortunately, tonight, sort of been like a pinball. And Angel Santiago looking on the inside of Greg Wood.
Angel made the pass as Greg Wood is sliding through the field, as Sid Butler gonna look and try to make a move on him, just couldn't quite do it into 3. He'll look into turns 1 and 2 to try to set that move up for the backstretch. Greg Wood, who was once in the lead right before that restart, he got passed before that caution, and then he kind of started to slip through the field. Now John Garrett got by Sid Butler, and John Garrett's starting to close in on Greg Wood.
Yeah, I think these guys are starting to maybe settle in a little bit, and that they know there's a lot of racing left. So there's been a lot of putting each other in positions that you probably shouldn't do this early in the race, and I think maybe they've talked it out and they're sort of settling down a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. And John Garrett starting to close in on our season's probably best, most consistent driver, Greg Wood, but the caution comes out, and I believe it was David Orfano and Chris Pendle. Let's look and see what happened here. Might have started a little bit sooner than we clicked onto it. Let's go ahead and look back a little farther.
Chris Pendle got into the wall coming out of 2.
Oh, he might have had a little help from Andrew Hurley. Man, that was the big one at Dover. Unfortunate for the 2 of the big 3 that we've seen all season, just not having the best of races and got caught up in a little bit of an incident.
Yeah, just like I said, just not a lap or 2 ago, maybe these guys are going to settle down a little bit. And I really think they're trying to force issues that they probably shouldn't force. I don't think that's anything on Andrew Hurley. I think there's a lot going on there. That's for sure. Todd Cleek involved. Jonathan Cogswell involved.
Yeah, just a lot of our front runners collected. But, I mean...
Bryce Kobler gets a part of it.
Yeah. Just a crazy race to this point, and it just keeps getting better.
These guys are rolling around here under caution. This has to, they ran the first stage with that one caution halfway through, and then we're able to finish that stage out. This has got to be frustrating, Joseph. We've had several cautions here in the second stage. And Chris Pendle's issues just even got worse. It looks like he dropped due to some connection issues. So that just makes it even, makes the issues he's had even worse. I hate to see that tonight.
Yeah, a lot of issues throughout the race, but I mean, it's just gonna be a tough stretch through the playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna put him in the hole early. That's for sure. These guys just rolling around, we talked about the race and the issues that they had. I think the issues with the cars, they were so loose. Some of the guys were just so loose this past weekend in Dover that they couldn't hardly drive the car, and they were just so far off from what they were used to. So, I mean, and now they're saying that these guys are a little tight, a little loose. So there's sort of a mixed bag for these guys tonight. So What were some of your experiences, Joseph, when you were running this race, these races last week?
The set was plowing tight. I can do anything with it, but it seems like these guys are struggling with a little bit difference. But I mean, it's definitely been interesting to see these guys fight through something that I quite wasn't expecting.
Here we go. Nolan Pombrion gets a great jump as the green flag is back out. Angel Santiago falls right in behind him. He gets a great restart as well. Angel Santiago is starting to reel in Nolan Pombrion. So is this heat cycle going to have an effect on these tires that's going to throw these cars off a little bit, Joseph?
It could, but I mean, I wouldn't expect too much of a difference with them. But Angel Santiago looking to make a move on our leader, Nolan Pombrion, as Nolan Pombrion starts to slip through the cracks. And Angel Santiago starting to make him pay as they'll go into 3 and 4. Angel Santiago content to ride behind for a little longer.
We can't stay there, very long because those guys behind him are. As he looks to the inside, he gets a run on Nolan Pombrion.
Angel Santiago on the inside of Nolan Pombrion.
Little bump there.
Nolan Pombrion squeezed him down tight, and Pombrion's in the wall. Greg Wood goes around. Greg Wood just got plowed into the wall. Let's go back and watch that crazy turn of events there from Greg Wood's perspective. Yeah, just nowhere to go, and straight into the wall is Greg Wood. Looked like he was only 70 RPMs down, plus he has a fast repair. He should be good, but that's going to open up a door for a crazy end to stage 2. I did not expect that.
It has all started. Angel gave Nolan just a little bump. I mean, not much of anything that didn't look like it upset the car that much, but that got Nolan up out of his line that he'd been running, and he exited a little higher, got into the wall, and that caused the checkup. And it looks like John Garrett got some damage on his nose as well. It's that Greg Wood turned off the front of John Garrett's machine.
Yeah, I mean, nowhere to go, and that was just one of those Dover incidents where one guy hits the wall and it's just a chain reaction, and somebody's going to get the short end of the stick. Halfway through this race, and we've seen a plethora of cautions with different causes. What do you think was the most surprising to you?
This last caution, I think, seeing this up at the front of the pack, that's going to happen though. You've got new faces up front, that we haven't seen up front a lot this year. Not that they aren't capable of it, but you've got Angel Santiago, Nolan Pombrion running up front, Sid Butler's up there, and like I said, what caused that was that little bitty bump. You'll see it in turn 1 and 2. And just a little bit of, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to get around you. And that's sort of what set this last one off.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the more surprising wrecks, but I'd have to go with the Bryce Cobler one where he hit a bump or something out of pit road and it spun him up the track and brought out that caution on the long run that set off a crazy turn of events at the end of stage 1. And that last caution sort of reminds me, with about 20 laps to go in a stage, a caution comes out and shakes up the field.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And there is a little bitty bump there coming off pit road. I'm not sure if it's a storm drain or what it is, where some of the water would drain off the track during the when it rains and things like that. But if you hit it just right, it will upset your car. And if you're not expecting it, things will happen. But, unfortunate for Bryce, unfortunate for all these guys. It's sort of caused a chain of events here the last few laps. So, we've lost a few cars now. We've got a couple guys who are out of the race. Looks like Chris Pendle's already called it a night, as well as James McCanney. And, there's ain't quite as many as there were a while ago.
No, there's not a lot of cars left after that, but man, insanity.
And delirium. That's what Jeff Foxworthy would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are, we're as we circle around under caution. I was going to say let's bring Angel in, but I really don't want to. I don't want him to. I don't want us to be blamed for anything happening to him. So let's just leave him out there.
And we're about to go green flag anyways, so
Yeah.
maybe we can get a hold of him if he wins stage 2.
There we
Angel
go.
Santiago gets a great jump and is continuing to make moves we didn't expect. And could this be the race that he breaks through and gets that first win of the season? I believe he even has some right side damage to the car, so once he gets that fixed, he could be on a whole new level.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got a super fast car tonight. He's putting a gap between himself and the second place car, Nolan Pontbriand.
Nolan Pontbriand.
He got a little loose there coming out too as well.
That right side damage that he got from hitting the wall, I think is really affecting him. And that'll let Kyle Harbin and Andrew Hurley slip through, and they're gonna have to chase and push as hard as they can to catch up to Angel Santiago, who has quite the gap.
Not just a gap, but quite the gap.
It's about 1.6 back, and he's running higher than really anybody, and I think that's paying off for him.
Well, maybe he got a little coaching from his buddy in the 78. They are teammates. And maybe he's adjusting his line to help those tires last a little longer.
Yeah, that could be it. But you do see Kyle Harbin under attack from Andrew Hurley with 15 laps to go in the stage. Andrew Hurley's going to have to get around him quickly to have a chance at getting to Angel Santiago. Kyle Harbin takes a defensive line into 1 and 2, but Andrew Hurley says, I don't care what line you take, I'm just going to get by
Nolan
one
Pontbriand's
way
in the
or
wall
another.
again.
Nolan Pontbriand really struggling here tonight. Just not having the best of runs. He was having a great run, just a little bit of damage and some unfortune. Put him back, and I think he'll do good once he gets his fast share.
Yeah, he'll definitely look to take that when he comes into this stage, that's for sure. As Angel Santiago's built himself a 1.8, almost 1.9 second lead.
Yeah, and that last time by, we did have a faster lap with Andrew Hurley. Does he have enough time? He closed half a tenth that last time by. With 10 to go in the stage, that won't be enough.
I think Angel Santiago is just trying to run some nice, consistent laps. Let's see if he's closed it anymore. Down to gained almost 3/10 that lap.
2/10 that last lap just shows that Andrew Hurley is on a mission, and he listened to me and realized he couldn't keep making it up if he was only half a tenth quicker. So he's flying right now. He just ran 2.5 tenths or 0.25 tenths or 0.25 hundredths quicker that last time by. He is flying. Let's go on board with him here. Just a little loose out of 3 and 4 there. And you can see he's definitely fighting a looser car.
Still have a 1.2. It's like he's not able to gain. He gains a little bit through 1 and 2, it looks like, and then he sort of loses it as they come off of 2. Looks like he lost just a little bit that lap.
Yeah, just not quite able to catch him here, as maybe he burned up his stuff. But we do have a battle for third between John Garrett and Kyle Harbin. John Garrett just taking his time, but coming to 5 to go in the stage, he's going to have to get a move on to get by Kyle Harbin.
I think Angel Santiago just sort of settled in here. Andrew Hurley's only gaining about 300ths a lap now, and that's just not going to do it for him with only 4 laps to go.
Yeah, 5 laps to go in the stage, and that's just not going to do it, and he's going to have to pick up the pace to get by Angel, and I just don't see that happening. I think I see Angel Santiago first stage win of the year coming. John Garrett kind of diamonding the corner. Trying to make something work as he's closing in on the back bumper of Kyle Harbin.
Yeah, looking at it now, I just don't think that it's going to be possible for Andrew Hurley to catch Angel Santiago.
That is without a mistake. But
yeah.
I don't think he's really going to make many mistakes here, as I think it's smooth sailing for him to the end of the stage. But you do have a battle with 2 laps to go in the stage with John Garrett and Kyle Harbin. John Garrett clipped the apron. That's going to put him in a little bit of a bind. Coming to the final, or this is the final lap of the stage. John Garrett has to do something to get around Kyle Harbin. I just don't think he can do it right now, unless he can set a pick on one of these lap cars, with one of these lap cars.
I think he's just going to settle in and settle for 4th place here.
And Angel Santiago will win stage 2 at Dover. Great run for him. We're going to pull him in after his pit stop. Man, incredible stage for him, and it's setting up for him to maybe have one of the better runs he's had all season.
Yeah, absolutely, and I wonder if he'll go ahead and maybe take a fast repair, get that thing fixed up, make it right for this run to the end. He does have a little bit.
I think he might want to save it.
He's got a little bit of damage there on the nose, so.
I think he'll save it, because you never know what can happen.
You're right.
Angel Santiago gonna duck down pit road. Pit lane's open, and we're gonna go on board with him to see what it's like on a pit stop.
It's 35 miles an hour here at Dover as well. One of the slower, you know, one of the slowest pit roads compared, not compared to a short track like Bristol or Martinsville, are also 35 miles an hour. So
You're also
see
going
him.
about 30 mile per hour quicker here.
That's exactly right. As he pulls into the pits, the pit crew goes to work on the right side of the vehicle. They'll come around to the left side.
And Angel Santiago is off, and he'll easily win the race off pit road.
You go ahead and grab that old dude and see if we can't talk to him.
Yeah, let's see if we can pull old Angel in here. Hey,
Angel
this is
Santiago,
the
we
podcast booth. You got a copy?
Got you both, guys. How you doing today?
good man.
Great run. And
Somebody's got a hot rod.
Yeah, it's man, she's driving pretty darn good. I can't complain, man. I got that really good restart there, and I mean, kind of helped that those three guys were battling behind me to kind of let me pull away. But yeah, man, she's feeling good tonight.
So we talked about this before the race. Looks like we're going to be seeing this Highland Myers car a lot more this season.
Yeah, I can't complain. Greg put this paint scheme together for me, and I've had some pretty nice success since. I mean, good or bad, I'm pretty happy with what I've got tonight. I mean, good stage points. That's my goal going into tonight. Just get good stage points. The second and the first certainly don't hurt. Just point my way through the rest of the playoffs. That's all the goal. But hey, you know what? A win here certainly wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations on this stage, and we'll put you back with your team, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody on my team. You know, it's it helps when you have drivers like I do here to help me out and figure the things out that I need to do. So shout out to them.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, good luck the rest of the way, my man.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
that was your stage 2 winner, Angel Santiago. You heard it from him. Just can't complain about his car, and I honestly don't see a reason to complain about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. He's having a great run. As we see, it looks like David Motorsport getting a lap back there. Several guys taking a wave around there.
Maybe kind of banking on a quick caution there, because if not, these guys are going to eat them up on these new tires.
Well, if we sort of look at the way the night's gone, there's a pretty good chance that there's going to be a quick caution.
Yeah, it's almost how the season's gone. We've just had a couple quick cautions after the stages, and then they've got it going good.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, Angel said nothing to complain about with his car. I had nothing to complain about with the action on track, so we got 75 laps to go, and Angel Santiago gonna lead him to the green.
Here we come to start the third and final stage. 80 laps to the end. And Angel Santiago is off. I say 80, it's actually more like 75 after the caution laps, but Angel gets a great run. He gets a great restart. Andrew Hurley and John Garrett are side by side for second.
John Garrett couldn't quite get the drive off like he wanted, but he'll fall in line in third place right behind Andrew Hurley. Andrew Hurley is really fast short run, but Angel sort of had the long run speed. What do you think here? You think Andrew can get by him before those tires wear out?
I think Andrew needs to worry about John Garrett right now. John looks like he's really eating him up on injury. And just hope these guys will settle in, get a good get a good long run in, and we'll let these guys battle it out because there's going to have to be a pit stop, I believe, before this race is over.
No doubt. I think in 75% fuel, the fuel window was around 70-ish laps in a league that I broadcast on Sunday nights for SRM, Sunday Night NASCAR, last Sunday, and we saw a fuel mileage race win it. Somebody was able to save 8 laps of fuel to the end. So, I mean, it's definitely a possibility these guys can save some fuel and make it, but it's going to be a stretch.
Oh, Sid Butler hard to the inside wall on the backstretch.
Well, that happened. Andrew Hurley is getting right up. Oh! On Angel Santiago, and Angel just tail whipped Andrew Hurley. Angel just got loose and snapped right his rear of his car right into Andrew Hurley. Nothing intentional, but man, that has to hurt for Andrew Hurley.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much Angel could have done there. I mean, he was trying to save his car, and Andrew was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's sort of the story of this season. John Garrett gets loose off the turn 2.
John Garrett had a big moment last lap, and it looks like he just had another one this lap. But somebody we haven't talked about really all night since he got that pole, David Orfano. He's moving to the front.
Yeah, after he was in that incident, he did take his fast repair, so he's got a fresh hot rod, and he's coming to the front.
He sure is. He's proving me wrong and proving you right, saying that it wasn't just a struggle of a run, it was just the damage on his car.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he got into the wall there at the beginning of the race. Then he ended up getting caught up in that big mess on the backstretch. So he's coming to the front, that's for sure. And he has a whole lot less damage than those 4 cars in front of him.
Well, I mean, he has quite a bit of damage on that right side, but nothing really too bad. But we got a battle for the lead with Nolan Pombry on now trying to challenge for it.
Yeah, it looks like Nolan got some of that damage, may have taken his fast repair into that pit stop, so he's coming back to the front.
Oh yeah, for sure. I do not think Angel Santiago took his fast repair, so if we do have a late pit stop, then he'll probably take it then. But it looks like we got a caution. Might be Josh Pombry on. Let's see what happened here. Josh just hit the wall and spun. Yeah, I don't think that was deserving of a caution. One car, nothing really endangering anybody. He held his brake. But, I mean, it is what it is, and I think we'll get it back going here shortly. Let's go ahead and go to a commercial break.
Drivers that took time, all of them within 3.5 tenths of each other tonight is going to be a very closely competitive race.
As the field works its way out of the 3-4 complex, the only thing that's left to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, because race fans, it's showtime!
Amazing looking cars already. Green flag will fly.
Well, oh, they're wrecking!
Well, one thing that you're going to see at this track that we haven't seen the last few weeks is a surface that's multi-group. I think this is the first multi-group surface we're going to have.
After an amazing race at Daytona, we now come to the left coast and Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the second round of the Way She Goes Racing League Cup Series.
Drivers that took time, all of them within 3.5 tenths of each other tonight is going to be a very closely competitive race.
As the field works its way out of the 3-4 complex, the only thing that's left to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, because race fans, it's showtime!
Amazing looking cars already. Green flag will fly.
Well, oh, they're wrecking!
Well, one thing that you're going to see at this track that we haven't seen the last few weeks is a surface that's multi-group. I think this is the first multi-group surface we're going to have.
After an amazing race at Daytona, we now come to the left coast and Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the second round of the Way She Goes Racing League Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kool-Aid Monster Cup Series. And Nolan Pontbriand is your leader as Angel Santiago came down pit road to get some damage fixed.
Yeah, those guys are catching up to the field, and that put Nolan Pontbriand on the point as we're back green flag racing.
Green flag is out, and with 62 laps to go, David Orfano closing in on your leader, Nolan Pontbriand.
You know, but the one thing that's going to help Angel Santiago do, he should be able to make it to the end here.
He should be able to make it to the end, but with that caution, I think pretty much everybody can make it to the end. But we'll just have to see. As Angel kind of working his way through the field fairly quickly. Let's go on board with him for a couple laps and do a turn it up.
Oh, big wreck.
Caution is out. We were on turn it up, and man, let's go back and watch what happened there. So it looks like the 78 fun and and collected Bryce Coburn, Sid Butler, Todd Cleek, maybe.
Bill Sleep. And then Todd Cleek, after Bryce was just sitting there, he just comes up and hits Bryce right in the left front.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy race, and I mean, it's just heating up.
As we come to be 55 laps to go.
But Angel Santiago going back down pit road to maybe fix some more damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got tires that last stop. I think he just got fuel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they're closer on fuel than we expected. But, I mean, it's been a crazy race, and I'm excited for the next 55 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be. We've got different fuel strategies already. You got the guys up front who've stayed out. You know, they're sort of banking on these caution laps, getting them the rest of the way. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I guess the only guys that really do know what's happening is the guys behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's been crazy, and it's gonna get even more crazy if it comes down to fuel mileage.
Yep, as we're coming. Should be going green, I believe, next time by. And the lights right on top of the Ford Mustang pace car. Nolan Pombrion has picked the inside. David Orfano takes that outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think David Orfano had a choice to where he would go, because I think it's only the leader who gets lane choice in this league, but Nolan Pombrion definitely picked the bottom there, so we'll see how that works out for him. But 50 laps to go. You think we'll go to caution?
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. No. Not gonna put me in that spot. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this side-by-side racing at Dover Motor Speedway.
Well, you sort of saw this in the Cup race last week, where the caution started falling, and then with about 40 laps, 50 laps to go, they had a green run to the finish. So
Absolutely. Nolan Pombrion gets a great jump. David Orfano will fall in right there in second. Here comes Jonathan Cogswell underneath John McIntyre looking for third. John McIntyre gets a great run. as he'll shoot down the backstretch up, but right behind David Orfano. He shot down that backstretch out of a cannon.
Don't look now, but Angel Santiago is up to the 9th position, and with John McIntyre tagging the wall there, he could definitely gain a lot more positions with how this cluster is from 3rd on back. 3 wide at Dover for a split second. That didn't work out, so they're just going to go back to double top.
If Andrew Hurley comes out the winner on that one. Andrew Hurley makes it up to 3rd. John Garrett 4th. John McIntyre 5th. Don't look now. Here comes Greg Wood and Angel Santiago. They're making their way back up through the top 10.
Oh, an almost contact between, I believe that's Zachary Cleek and Greg Wood. Cleek had a big moment out of 4 and was grateful to be able to save it.
A little bit different looking paint scheme on that 11 car this week. It's looking pretty good out there this week.
It sure is. And oh, Santiago might have just tagged the wall a bit out of 4. I'm not sure how much that'll affect his car, but there's definitely a little bit of damage on there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a crinkle over that right front, so I definitely pancaked it quite a bit there, it looks like, Joseph. Jonathan Cogswell closing up on the back bumper of John McIntyre. And he'll go around the outside as Greg Wood closes in. Here comes Kyle Harbin looking on the inside of Angel Santiago. There's action everywhere right now, Joseph.
There really is. And you can see it all here on SRM, Sim Racing Media on Facebook, and ESBN on YouTube. If you ever need a one-off show or
Kyle Harbin's in the wall.
A league to be broadcasted, go to their website, and there should be a little area to request a show, and if we have the availability, I'm sure we'll hook you up. Also, we do have a money race for SRM. I believe the 21st of this month at Las Vegas. With the trucks.
It is a charitable race as well. So half of the money collected will go to mental health awareness. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, half the money that's raised will go to a charity that they decide on. I don't think that's been decided on yet. But Angel Santiago has gotten around Greg Wood as he's apparently that damage didn't hurt him very much, Joseph. It may have sped him up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely didn't slow him down. But Andrew Hurley's our leader as he got around Nolan Fondrian. Something I love about this league is the parity. You never know who's going to be up front each and every week. It seems like there's somebody new up there every week. It just depends on what kind of track it is for them.
Yeah, it's really nice to see that. I mean, some leagues you just you see 1 or 2 people running away with all the races, and it gets a little old sometimes. But there's a lot of parity here in KMM, and I really enjoy watching these races every week.
Yeah, I certainly do as well. But we got a battle for the 3rd position between David Orfano and John Garrett. It might not look too big of a gap or it might look like pretty good a gap right now, but John Garrett's been running about a 10th quicker than these guys up here.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, Angel Santiago's closing in about a 10th or so every lap on this pack. So he's closing in on the leader as well.
Yeah, Angel is 2/10 faster than your leader right now. That just shows that damage didn't really affect him.
No, it did not. And he's, got to bide his time. There's a good chance these guys in front of him still have to pit, so we'll just have to see how things shake out here tonight as we're coming to 38 laps to go.
Yeah, it looks like David Orfano just moved out of the way for John Garrett, as John Garrett just goes around him and gets clear there. And Jonathan Cogswell's going around him. It seems like David Orfano is kind of struggling long run this week.
Which is unusual. Typically that's his thing, is, you know, he saves his stuff early, but something about this setup's just not jiving with that 8 car tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he's been good at the long runs this year, but Greg Wood's been probably equally as good throughout the season.
Absolutely. Angel Santiago, the last couple of laps, has knocked 7/10 of the second lead off of Andrew Hurley's lead, and here he goes around David Orfano, going into the 5th position.
Angel Santiago has the lead, and the lead, or not the lead, gosh.
He does have the lead too.
Yeah. And cautions out, Greg Wood, I believe, was involved. Let's see what happened.
Several cars involved.
78 just didn't give him much room on exit, and those guys went around. But they'll get it back going and use that fast repair and get it.
No, I think he's already used his fast repair. When he was nosed into the back straightaway early on in the race, he may not have a fast repair to use. We'll just have to see as the field comes down pit road.
But everybody going down. I believe this is their last set of tires they can put on. Let's see. Does anybody go with 2 tires here?
I don't think I'd risk it. As quick as you can get 4 tires with these new next-gen cars. And it looks like Angel Santiago overshot his pit just a little bit.
It looked like Andrew Hurley did the same, but...
Oh, Greg Wood did have a fast repair. I am wrong. I was wrong.
Zach Woods will lead him out of pit road. Nolan Pombriand and Andrew Hurley comes up behind him. Jonathan Cogswell, David Orfano. Angel Santiago. So Angel got by a couple of these guys and then fell right back.
And John Garrett stayed out.
That's going to be an interesting strategy. See if it works out.
Zachary Cleek stayed out as well. That's definitely going to re-rack things here. Got a couple. We got a lot of people with fresh tires, and we got 3 guys at the front: John Garrett, Zachary Cleek, and Zachary Woods. All of them stayed out on this pit stop. And it could be that they're just out of tires. They don't have any tires left. That's why they stayed out. Be about 32 laps to go when we get to the line here.
Yeah, so it's going to be calamity getting through the field with these guys that stayed out, but it's already been calamity through this race, so it can't be much different.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting here, as Andrew Hurley will be on the outside, starting 4th. He's the first car with fresh tires.
Yeah,
Not
so we're
sure if the outside line is. I'm not sure which lane I want to be in here.
well. Looks like John Garrett took the bottom. I personally would have gone on the bottom, so John and me thought alike, and we'll see if it pays off. But as these laps tick by, and man, it's gonna get exciting.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with 31, 32 laps to go, that's number 78 just put a fresh bullet in the gun. So we'll have to see what happens here, but we're coming to green as the pace car is getting ready to dive off. John Garrett gets a great jump.
Takes the lead and he's gone.
Oh, we almost had an incident there in 1 and 2, but
They're still almost having an incident. And Angel Santiago slipped through and that'll give him 7th. But a big gap behind, in front of him. He's going to have to close in. But this lap, the old tires are going to, I think, help him out, catch him back up. But Andrew Hurley's clear.
Ron
so
Morris he's around.
caution's out. Oh, and almost an incident on the backstretch. Let's see here. Looks like he just got loose into the corner and spinning around, didn't hit anything. So he'll get it back going.
Yeah, we had stuff happening everywhere right there.
Yeah. Not enough cameras around the track to keep up with it.
I thought Andrew Hurley was coming in the pits. He came across the pit entry line but didn't come in, so
Yep. So
not sure how that's. Anyway, I digress. We look here. We're going to have probably 25 laps to go when we take the green here. And we had some folks who had some old tires at the front of this field that last restart. That's not so much the case this time by. So I mean, I still don't know. I don't even know who to pick.
yeah, I think maybe you won't. I don't know. I think it's going to be either Andrew Hurley or Jonathan Cogswell. Haven't really talked about Jonathan all night long, but he's there when it matters, and I think he has a chance.
And Angel Santiago, he's going to be restarting on the outside this time. And he has really been doing great on his restarts on the outside line. So
Well, this is gonna be crazy.
Here we come. As we are coming around through 3 and 4, they should be getting the one to go this time by.
They should, but let's see if we do. I think they're lining up to do that, so I think we will. But with 26 to go, we go green, so this should be fun.
Still a lot of racing left. As we come down the backstretch, you know, still anybody's race. I mean, you know, the monster has definitely been hungry tonight. We've
Sure
had a couple of,
has.
we've even had, you know, one or two of our playoff guys who've been caught up in a couple of incidents tonight. So, and those of you watching at home, not everybody got their banners in time to get them on their paint schemes, but purple banners, those are the playoff drivers. There are some that don't have it tonight, though they should all have it by next week. But pace car is off. We are. I think they like doing this to Joseph.
Green
flag is out. Andrew Hurley gets a great jump. Zachary Cleek dives down, gets on that inside line as quickly as he can. Angel Santiago, 3 wide. That doesn't work here at Dover. They sort it out. Angel Santiago looking at Jonathan Cogswell's bumper. He's certainly got a rocket ship. Here comes Greg Wood trying to follow Angel Santiago through.
Angel definitely has had the best car all night long. It's just been a struggle of getting back through the field after pitting. But I think he's there, and we get one more caution, and it's his for the taking. He'll move up into P3, and now he sets his sights on Jonathan Cogswell. One slip up by Cogswell, and Santiago can get him. 24 laps to go now. Santiago is going to have to get past him fairly quickly, and Cogswell might have tagged the wall, and that opens up the door for Santiago, but Cogswell shuts it before he can get in. Oh, and
Cogswell looks on the outside.
Bumper. Everybody got it straightened back up. Man, what a save.
That was a wreck. It just didn't happen.
David Mayo and Zachary Cleek were involved in something. Let's see. I think it was just a reaction to... Oh no, that happened a lot farther ahead than I thought. Let's go ahead and look back at it one more time. Oh, still couldn't get a good look at it.
Oh, yeah, Zachary Cleek, a huge hit coming off of 4.
Just got turned by, I believe that's Nolan Pontbriand.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was really intentional, but Nolan was faster. He's got fresh tires on his car, and you know, Zachary tried to put a block on, and Nolan just had a big head of steam.
Yeah, he did, and I mean, just a little bit of a racing deal there, I'd say, and I think they'll get it there.
So first place is Andrew Hurley, second place Greg Wood, third place Angel Santiago, fourth place David Lorfano, fifth place John McIntyre, and sixth place is Nolan Pombrion. Coming in our seventh right now, John Garrett, eighth place Kyle Harbin, ninth place will be George Jewell, and our 10th place driver, after quite the save coming off turn 2 there, is Jonathan Cogswell. As we get ready to come to, we'll probably restart in 17, 18 laps to go. So they're trying to get lined up to get this thing started.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to try to get this thing started as quickly as possible, and they'll get it back going.
So, I mean, tell anybody's race. Any of those front 4 cars can win this race tonight.
Andrew Hurley's your leader, second Greg Wood, third Angel Santiago, fourth David Orfano, fifth John McIntyre, sixth Nolan Pombrion, seventh John Garrett, eighth Kyle Harbin, ninth George Jewell, 10th Jonathan Cogswell, 11th Zach Woods, 12th James Santoyo, 13th Zachary Cleek, 14th David Mayo, 15th Ron Morris Jr., 16th Bill Sleep, 17th Josh Pombrion, 18th Sid Butler, 19th Todd Cleek, 20th Bryce Cobler, 21st Chris Pendle, 22nd David Milespot, and 23rd James McCann.
Here we come. Probably will get the one to go this time by. It does look like Andrew Hurley's going to take the inside, which will put Greg Wood on the outside. And that one thing about that 78, he is not afraid to drive it into that corner. As we are one to go, the lights are out on top of the Ford Mustang iRacing pace car. And we will get the green flag with 16 laps to go.
Well, we're about to get going with 17 laps to go, and who do you got winning this?
I'm going to go with my man in the 90 car.
Alright, I'm going to go with Andrew Hurley. Had a rough season so far, and I think he'll be able to do it.
And I hope that I didn't just jinx our buddy, but
well, I've been the one to jinx this season, so I mean, I wouldn't worry about it.
the pace car is off. Andrew Hurley gets a great restart. Here comes Angel Santiago. He's got a decent start as well.
Angel has to get by Greg Wood fairly quickly to have a chance at Andrew Hurley. I think he can do it. It's just a matter of once he gets by Greg Wood, will he be able to catch up to Andrew Hurley?
Well, I mean, that is his teammate in the 78, so, I mean, not sure if he'll work with him. I mean, he might, but you never know. I mean, this is the end of the race. It's time to put teammates aside and time to go for the win. So Angel certainly does have a fast car as he's sticking right with Greg Wood. He's not getting away, and I believe they are maybe tracking down that 47 Andrew Hurley. As we have some action further back in the pack. Like Nolan Pombrion got a little loose coming off too there. Looks like Andrew Hurley's pulling away from the field just a little bit.
Oh, you said it there, and look what happened. He got loose and almost slammed the wall. That's gonna
Greg
open
Wood's
the
right
door
on his
for
bumper
Greg
now.
Wood. Oh, big wiggle. That's going to pull Angel Santiago into the picture. Man, this is going to be a fantastic race to the finish.
Angel Santiago pushed up in the middle of the corner there. Lost quite a bit of ground. He's getting a little greedy. He needs to calm down and run his line.
Andrew Hurley. If these guys make a mistake, then it's Angel Santiago's to lose. But
Caution is out.
Santoyo just got a little loose and spun it.
Yeah, that 9 car's had an awfully busy night. Unfortunate for James. He's one of our playoff drivers, but he's just not had a great night. He's out there trying to just stay. He's still in the lead lap, so he's just trying to keep it out there as long as he can. Get as much damage fixed as he can and keep that thing out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be. It's been a race of endurance and just survival, but it's even more so now, and it's just the guys that can't survive that will end up having these bad days sometimes.
We're less than 10 to go now, so Zachary Cleek gets another one of his laps back. He was the lucky dog that time.
As these laps wind down, I think we should try to get an interview with maybe David Orfano.
I don't know. Let's not with. I don't know. We need to do that with this many laps to go. These guys are getting ready to go after it. We may end up, the way these guys are racing up front, we may end up talking to Mr. Orfano.
Yeah, true. As these laps wind down, I think we'll get it back going fairly quickly. But just an amazing race so far. A few cautions here and there, but that's to be expected at a track like this.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the stuff on the YouTube chat right now. Bryce Cober, saying he messed up his race. Bryce, if you're still out there watching, buddy, you're having a good run tonight, and don't get yourself down and things like that happen. And you were having you were running with the leaders and you were keeping pace with them. So, but we got. We appreciate you guys being out there and watching us, and looks like we will probably be going. The lights are out on top of the pace car. We'll be going green this next time by.
Just about to have some chaos ensue is all I'm gonna say. That is all I am going to say. But we're about to go back green, and my pick is Andrew Hurley. Yours is Angel Santiago. They're both in a good position. I'm excited for it.
Here we go as they're getting ready. They're in turns 3 and 4. Getting ready to turn them loose.
Andrew Hurley gonna lead him to the green. He is off and away.
Great restart by the
Great start
47.
by him, but Angel Santiago had a good restart himself and should get clear of David Orfano here in 1 and 2. Now he has to set his sights on Greg Wood here, and I think he can do it.
He just needs to. There's actually never. They need to get moving quick, or they're going. Andrew Hurley's going to shoot away from these guys.
Yeah, I think they can give it a go because of. Oh, might have tagged the wall there.
Oh,
Caution came out right as Angel was about to pass for that position. Let's see. John McIntyre, I believe, was in it, hit the wall and just spun, and
he will tow it.
One car.
Yeah, he pretty hard hit.
Definitely, and I mean, man, unfortunate for him. But let's go ahead and go to a quick caution or commercial. We'll be right back.
Drivers that took time, all of them within 3.5 tenths of each other tonight is going to be a very closely competitive race.
As the field works its way out of the 3-4 complex, the only thing that's left to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, because race fans, it's showtime!
Amazing looking cars already. Green flag will fly.
Well, oh, they're wrecking! Well, one thing that you're going to see at this track that we haven't seen the last few weeks is a surface that's multi-group. I think this is the first multi-group surface we're going to have.
After an amazing race at Daytona, we now come to the left coast and Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the second round of the Way She Goes Racing League Cup Series.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Kool-Aid Monster Cup Series. We got probably 2 laps to go when we go green. What do you think? You think we'll get another caution?
Well, I'm not gonna be the one to be that guy, but I'm just looking forward to some good racing. I think we've got a lot. There's a lot on the line here. A lot of points on the line. We're in the place of, we're playoff racing now, so I think Andrew Hurley is going to have to sort of try to keep these guys on their toes. He keeps jumping early. Pretty soon they're going to figure out what he's doing, and you know as well as most, he's going to have to mix it up, or they're gonna get a good jump on him, and he's gonna be side by side into turn 1, and that could be his race.
Yeah, and we're just gonna have to see how this race goes. It's gonna be calamity into turn 1, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. We should be getting the.
We are
One
degree
to
in a
go.
year right here. Yeah. So something we saw in Sunday Night NASCAR at Martinsville is with 2 to go on a restart, Alex Murray slid up into Nolan Hodgson, and that allowed Ryan Samuelson to slip through. Could we see something to win that race? Could we see something like that here with Angel maybe getting the win? With Andrew Hurley sliding up into Greg Wood?
Depends on how this restart goes.
Alright. Well, Greg Wood's going to have to get a good restart here to have a chance, I think. And we'll just see if he can do it, as he's going to have to mix up his timing here. Hurley
And
is
he's
off,
doing it.
and Greg Wood got a great restart as well. Just not quite good enough, I don't think. And Andrew Hurley has a pretty good lead. Now, can he continue the lead? Andrew
Here we
Hurley,
go. Coming out of
Greg
turn 4.
Wood, final lap. It's going to be a great race to the finish as Greg Wood gets the momentum. He arcs it, diamonds it. Oh, they're side by side. Not sure what happened there. Hurley on the inside. Greg Wood on the outside. Greg Wood going to try to get the run on exit. They touch. Oh, he put Greg Wood in the wall and he flips. Wow.
What a race.
Will not finish the race as his engine blew up and he did not cross the line. That'll put Andrew Hurley in the lead and Angel Santiago second. Third, David Orfano.
Greg Wood ended up on pit road. Don't think I've ever seen that happen. What a race, though. I mean, David Orfano, our pole sitter, ended up, not having best of nights and at the beginning of the race, but he winds up finishing third.
Yeah, David Orfano maybe not having the greatest of races, but still found a way to get a good run.
And Andrew Hurley finally able to seal the deal and get that win that's eluded him all season long. What a great run and a great restart to finish that race. He gave it all he had. Greg Wood gave it all he had. And Greg really didn't have anything to lose. But let's go ahead and see if we can't pull our third place finisher into the pits or into the booth. Hey, David Lorfano, this is Damon and Joseph in the booth, bud. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
I'll tell you what, man. You had that sucker on a pole to start the race, and the beginning, it just, I don't know if it was handling or what, but, sort of rough beginning to the race, but was able to work it back to third. How was your race tonight, my man?
I think this was by far the hardest I've driven on iRacing. Was right here tonight. First start of the race, I kind of got sideways there, burnt he overheated the rear tires, and that thing wanted to kill me every corner, so I had no choice but to just kind of back out of it and cool down, and then it was just a fight, just to creep back towards the front all night long. It was little by little, but able to get back to the front. I knew I was pretty quick here. It's just a matter of, it's hard to pass and just picking them off one at a time, and unfortunate for Greg to wreck it there coming to the line. But we'll take a P3 out of this for sure. Like you said, the way it started, I didn't expect to get back to the front with how hard it is to pass here. So P3, I'll definitely take it.
Well, congratulations on the great run. Who do you want to shout out tonight, David?
Gotta give a big thanks to Lucky Dog Detailing for sponsoring me all season here. Holio Cornhole Bags and Boards for their sponsorship as well. You guys for broadcasting. Angel for putting on this great league, and it's been a blast racing with these guys. Great hard racing, clean racing. It was fun there at the end, battling. Getting stuck on that outside. The last few starts, it makes it a lot more fun to race around guys that you can trust and race hard against, and you're not going to get wrecked. So appreciate everybody's driving tonight, and thank you guys for putting on the show.
Well, you're welcome, buddy. Well, we'll get you back with your team so you can celebrate, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
That was David Lorfano, our third place finisher. Joseph, I'll let you go ahead and talk to our second place finisher, Mr. Angel Santiago. Hey, Angel, it's Damon and Joseph in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, that number 90 Hailey Myers car, you had it running pretty well up there. How was your race, man?
Man, I can't complain. Sucks not to win, but I really can't complain. I mean, I'm glad to put this 90 Junie DeLevy car. Keeping it up front, man. I've had some good omen with this thing. I gotta think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You certainly were wheeling that thing, and it's probably my fault. I picked you on about 2 restarts from the end, so that's probably my fault. So I apologize. I just had a feeling, man. But hey,
Hurley and Greg were just too fast there, man. They were on fire. But like I said, I can't complain.
yeah, I think Greg had one bullet he kept toward the end, and he used that fast repair on one of those last restarts where he got and had that trouble. And once he did that, he was coming to the front. But even
I had a fast repair still, but I just didn't want to use it at the end. I just felt like my track position was more important, and I think John Garrett getting stuck in traffic, I think that kind of proved it was the right choice.
Absolutely, man. Well, who you want to thank tonight, my man?
As always, I'm going to thank you guys. I know the first half of the race was really good. Second half was kind of iffy there. But thank you guys for sticking it out each and every week. Fantastic broadcast. Everybody at SRM and ESBN. Of course, got to thank everybody on my team. Greg, just such a big help. I mean, he could go out there and win all these races if he wanted to, and he's here trying to help all his teammates. So I mean, that's a guy. He loves to win, but he loves to help. So I couldn't do it without him. George, man, I know you were driving Garrett real hard. Bill, everybody here on this team. Pendle, I'm sorry he had a bad night. And then I got to thank all our sponsors at Deep Racing, Grounds and Hounds Coffee, delicious coffee. They support helping out like rescue dogs and stuff like that. So that's pretty big. If you guys get a chance, we have. Let me make sure I get them all right here. Grounds and Hounds, Blackwater Studs, Circle B Diecast. If you use code DEEP, you get free shipping. And I'm missing one. Timer Hack Company. If you use DEEP as the code for any one of those, you can get 15% off, 10% off, free shipping. You're gonna get some type of big discount. And you know what? As a guy who runs this league, I can't be more grateful. We had a great race today. I really enjoyed it. And you know what? Just thanks to everybody that makes this league go around. I couldn't be more proud. It was a good night.
Well, man, congratulations. And I'm just going to say it. Michael Waltrip has nothing on you, my man.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, man. Congratulations.
Yep, another bridesmaid.
Yeah. That was Angel Santiago.
That was your second place finisher, Angel Santiago. Let's go ahead and pull in our race winner, Andrew Hurley. Hey, Andrew, this is the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, man, you had a great final stage. Walk us through you holding off Greg Wood the final few laps.
Oh man, you'd think I'd be pumped for getting my first win here, but he didn't cross the line. It sent him into netcode land, and I hate that happened off 4. I was trying to make it really tight for him. I knew it was going to be tight. I knew I was squeezing him a little bit, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make him let out of the throttle. I didn't want to put him in the wall and then have what eventually happened, where he didn't even get across the line. I figured he would have crossed like second or third, and I hate that because he's in the playoffs. But it's racing. It was hard racing coming off 4. Super happy to get the first win.
Yeah, man. Well, anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Greg Wood for not putting a bumper to me in 3, racing me clean even though he didn't get the result. I want to thank him for giving me a beautiful paint scheme to run for the rest of this season and next season. I want to thank KMM for putting this on. It's been a blast all year long. You guys for broadcasting it. A lot goes into this, and guys put a lot of effort into it. So, hate to see a race end that way after 199 clean laps, but just tremendously grateful.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna let you go celebrate and have fun out there.
Absolutely. Thank you, boys. Have a good night.
It's you, man.
Thank you. That was your race winner, Andrew Hurley. Let's go ahead and go through our finishing lineup before we let y'all go. Andrew Hurley was your winner. 2nd, Angel Santiago. 3rd, David Orfano. 4th, Kyle Harbin. 5th, Jonathan Cogswell. 6th, Nolan Pontbriand. 7th, Jack Wood. 8th, John Garrett. 9th, George Jewell. 10th, Greg Wood. 11th, Zachary Cleek. 12th, John McIntyre. 13th, James Santoyo. 14th, David Mayo. 15th, Ron Morris Jr. 16th, Bill Sleep. 17th, Josh Pontbriand. 18th, Sid Butler. 19th, Todd Cleek. 20th, Bryce Cobler. 21st, Chris Pendle. 22nd, David Mossball. And last but not least, James McCanney. Well, that'll round out your field. Any last notes before we let him go?
Well, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to getting to Michigan next week. I think that's really going to be an exciting race. I'd say we'll see a lot of side-by-side race until the tires start wearing on these guys. But I'm really looking forward to it. But great racing here at Dover, and we'll see everybody next week.